Hey everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Shadow Commentaries. Today I will be making a commentary on a guy named The Game Guy. He's this little kid who made a top 10 list of the most annoying and hated Sonic characters, and he really failed in doing so. Why is that? Well, we're about to find out. Let's begin, shall we?
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Wait, July? July? That was 6 months ago.
And for this 4th of July, I'm going to announce my top 10 most annoying and hated Sonic characters. So starting out this list is no other than Dr. Eggman, because I think he's really annoying. And just the way his laugh, his mustache, and just the way he's shaped is annoying. Yeah, and hated.
So you think Dr. Eggman is annoying because of his laugh, mustache, and the way he is shaped? Dude, looks don't make a character. Personality does.
But looks can play a big part in a character's personality. Let's take a look at Shadow, for example. His main color palette is black and red. That would tell me that Shadow is supposed to be a dark character. His almost constant scowling leads me to believe that he is also not very friendly. See? Looks can make a personality.
And yeah, so number 9 is all the E100 prototypes, like E100 Alpha, E101 Beta, Gamma, Delta, Esper.
English! Refraining from playing an overused clip? That's a foxtrot first.
But I don't have a problem with Omega. He's cool.
Would you care to elaborate as to why it is annoying why all those robots were made?
Wait, you want him to elaborate on that and not why he thinks Omega is not as annoying as the other E100s? That's kind of what I wanted to know.
Number 8 is Tails, because Tails is just, he wasn't bad in, like, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3, Sonic 2, he wasn't that bad, but then he got really annoying.
Wait a minute, so you're not going to explain why Tails got annoying after Sonic 3? Please elaborate on your points, thank you.
This commentary was brought to you by the letter E for...
Elaborate.
And don't you find it funny that he said when he didn't find him annoying in the Genesis games, the only attribute that made him special was the ability to fly. He didn't talk, and he wasn't easy to lose.
But number 7 is Princess Elise, and I haven't even played her games a lot, but right when I started Sonic 6, it got annoying, so, yeah. Number 7.
Okay, dude, how do you miss that?
Amy.
Princess Elise has never had a game of her own where she was the hero.
I always found her annoying, but, yeah, the way she flirted with Sonic was just annoying and stuff, yeah. So, yeah, she's 6. Number 5 is Cream and Cheese. And first of all, that's a really stupid name. Ha, I get it, cream cheese. But that's still really stupid, and I really hate
dude, it's called a pun.
Oh yeah, thanks. Like, I did know that before. If you want an example of good name puns, then check out the Sandblasters in the Archie continuity.
I don't know, cheese, but he's not that bad, but...
Can you please explain why you hate cream?
Is that all this commentary is gonna be? Just, can you please elaborate on this? Can you please explain this? I don't know if this is just me asking for a little too much here, but I would like to hear a counter-argument providing the positives of a certain character. Not just you going...
Elaborate.
And number 4 is Charmy, and he's really annoying. If you've ever played Sonic Heroes, you know how annoying he is. He always goes like, let's go! And he's just really annoying, and yeah. Number 3, final 3 is Chip. Chip is so stupid. He'll go like, if you see like some water and there's fire, and he'll go like, maybe you should use that water to put out the fire, Sonic!
How is that annoying? Isn't that supposed to be something that you're supposed to do in order to advance through a level? So Chip is a help icon, and that can't be all that annoying.
Yep. Apparently, we're so stupid to understand that water puts out fire that we need to be reminded to do so by a talking maroon fox-like fairy thing. Sir, there is a difference between being helpful and stating the goddamn obvious.
Yeah, so he's really stupid. I don't even know what he is, but...
Chip is a fictional flying creature known as a Gaia. Get it right, dipshit.
Number 2 is Omo Chow. And he's like Chip, he'll go like, if there's a big sign pointing right, he'll go like, maybe you should go right, Sonic. That's how really stupid he is, but yeah.
Once again, that is meant to help the player advance with the game if he or she doesn't know what to do.
And once again, there is a difference between being helpful and stating the obvious.
Yeah, number one, and the number one is...
Oh my, I wonder who your number one most annoying and hated Sonic character is.
Please let it be Shadow. Shadow, 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 Shadow.
Fuck! Oh wait, Dick sucks, he's annoying. The only noise he can make is, okay, let's go. Okie dokie. Yeah.
Kid, he is a big character. That is probably the reason he talks like that. How on fucking earth is that annoying? Elaborate, motherfucker. Elaborate!
You know, not all large characters speak like a fucking retard. Take Vector, for example. He can actually speak in full, complete sentences. Yeah, he can. Trust me.
Even in Sonic DX, all he does is fish for his little friend Froggy. But I don't think Froggy's that bad. He's cute. Yeah. So, yeah, the end. Goodbye. More E-Cut coming soon. So check.
And that is where the video ends. In conclusion, this top 10 list was pure fail. He rarely explained why he thought those characters were annoying, and he just nitpicked their appearances and just complained because some of the characters were saying things that were vital in order to advance with the game.
Last time I checked, he only nitpicked about the appearance once. And you probably know about stating the obvious, so I'm not going to repeat it.
But anyway, that concludes my first Shadow Commentaries episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the subscribe button. If you are a fan of my channel, then like my Facebook fan page and add me as a friend.
Oh, so that's why he's doing commentaries. He wants friends.
Or if you have any questions about me, you can ask me some on Formspring. The link is in the description. If you have got any problems with it, I accept criticism as long as it is constructive and not too harsh. But anyway,
yeah,
that's the end of this commentary. So
How
until next
harsh
time, I'll
is
see
too
you all
harsh,
later.
and is my commentary too harsh? Nah, I don't care.
For the past 2 years, I've had to deal with some of the most despicable video makers, trolls,
Wait, Game Dude's a troll? When did this shit start?
terrible creatures lurking on YouTube. Chris Chan, Fred, Onision, Mario Plumber.
Who is in no way, shape, or form an obvious fucking troll.
We will kill the Jews!
You name it, I've suffered through them. But not all of them. That's why today, I'm gonna make one final YouTube failure list. And not just a top 10 list, but a top 15 list. But I'm also not doing it alone, because I've rounded up some of the best YouTube commentators to help me take on the masochists known only as the top 15 smegged up YouTube failures. Let's bring in the boys, shall we?
Oh boy, I can't wait to see who the best and brightest commentators are.
Cartoon hero and fellow reviewer unknown, Eli, hero of Tomorrow Stone.
Greetings. I am the cartoon hero because with great nostalgia comes great responsibility.
I thought you were gonna bring out the best commentators, not the best commentators?
Residing in Queens, New York, known for his epic battles against such scum as Turbo J USA and RJ Bansma, it's Peter Waymoo Gritch.
Greetings, salutations, and chlamydia to everyone watching.
You know, if this panel was made up of truly the best commentators on YouTube, then me, being the new fag that I am, should be able to know who these people are, because I have no idea who Waymoo is. I've never even heard of this person.
From across the pond in merry old Ireland, a ginger-haired Goliath who takes no bullshit. No, it's not Seamus. It's Mr. Diablo Lord, Jason McCarthy.
But this guy's a ranter, not a commentator. That's like calling Lil Wayne a rock musician. Or better yet, a musician in general.
From the tough streets of Staten Island, a survivor of the worst-known Chris Chan videos in existence, I give you Anthony A-Log Legato.
Okay, I think it's kind of hard for you to stick with what best in commentator usually means, so we're just gonna...
Number 15, The Amazing Atheist. Whether you know him by The Amazing Atheist, The Distressed Watcher, or just plain old TJ Kincaid, one thing is true of this guy. Much like the Archfiend, he thinks that being angry and acting like an elitist douchebag will convince people that he's a powerful speaker, when in reality, the exact opposite is true.
Wait, are you saying that the Amazing Atheist is a weak speaker? You know, being an asshole doesn't make you the exact opposite of a powerful speaker. It just makes you an asshole.
He comes off as annoying, overbearing, and overall incredibly monotone, even when he's trying to be angry.
And I'm giving this
You know,
advice
this is another
directly
problem that I had with
to
this
President
video.
Obama.
Whenever
If
you guys
Texas
try to
tries
show
to
media
secede,
clips of them to prove a
let them
point,
go. Let
they
them go.
drag on for a lot longer
Seriously,
than needed
I
to.
don't want them, and we don't need them.
Say what you will about my acting, but at least I can emote better than this guy. And when that comes from somebody with terrible self-esteem like me, you know this guy is bad.
Really now?
Gather round, folks, and get your dignity. Your once embarrassing displays of flatulence will now be a musical feast for the ears.
Well, I'm not afraid of it, but I hate it!
Sounds legit to me.
I couldn't even enjoy it when he was making fun of another popular punching bag, Onision, and I hate that guy more than TJ.
Then how come Onision's not on the list?
I don't hate the Amazing Atheist. I'm not a fan of his videos. I think he's pretty annoying. And I'd just be overall happier if I didn't see his videos everywhere I turned.
If you're looking for simple black and white answers and a line drawn in the sand where the good guys are on one side and the bad guys are on the other, then might I recommend religion? I think that you should become religious, Pat Condell, because you already have that mentality.
And you're portraying that mentality perfectly right now. And to further contribute to his stellar likability, at the beginning of February, TJ told a rape victim that the guy who raped her deserved a medal for what he did. What? That's right, he made fun of a rape victim. Didn't even apologize for it. He even told her to relive it.
Keep that in mind, folks.
His fans, milking them like a cow, even though he's making thousands of bucks every month. Everybody shouldn't be e-begging if they're making thousands of bucks. And yet this guy is asking for donations for buying his camera, for his website, for his books, and all. And rumor has it he's supposed to be this big scammer. And yes, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that proves that the Amazing Atheist is a con artist and makes thousands from tricking people and especially donations. So this guy is making a bomb and he's just loving it.
In his later years on YouTube, he tried to give himself a more badass image with breaking things in his videos to try and make himself look more hardcore. Dude, the guy hosting this list is more hardcore than you, and he's half your age.
I believe anything you say, Mr. Towelman.
Video of me shoving a banana up my ass. And before you ask, no, I have not seen the video and I don't plan on ever seeing it. More than anything, TJ is guilty of trying too hard. He's not funny, and really, he's barely even an annoyance these days. But keep in mind, this guy is only at the bottom of the list. Number 13, Guptil89.
Guptil89 is a well-known Sonic fan that takes his love for the blue blur to an overblown level. Here's an example. See what I mean?
Well, it's official. Cosplays for faggots.
Guppy's top 10 highest Sonic females list was probably his greatest act of infamy. It was an insipid showcase of him gushing over characters from the games, the comics, and animated series. Didn't help that it was riddled with really bad jokes either.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
He edited the list, but still made himself look like a pedo with certain characters on the list. He tells us they're not real, but it's obvious to us he thinks that they're real. I guess that's what everybody hates him for.
You know, I honestly don't think that he thinks those characters are real. Why? Because he doesn't make anything that would hint otherwise. I could just chalk that up to stupidity and lack of common sense.
Again, I have nothing against furries.
You never said you had nothing against furries to begin with.
That what you do on the internet, especially if it's incredibly stupid, is going to stay there forever.
But you know why people keep bringing Guptail up even if he's old news?
Because people like beating a dead horse?
Because he can't acknowledge his own mistakes.
No, I think it's because people like being a dead horse. I mean, I know he can't acknowledge his mistakes, but I don't make videos about him. The closest thing I've come to making a Guptail video was this. And his affinity for Sonic wasn't even the main focus.
He denies being a furry despite appearing in a video where he danced in a Knuckles costume in the aforementioned list.
Do you honestly think that a furry would be caught wearing that at a convention? Fuck no. And you probably already know my thoughts on his list, so...
Long story short, if Guptail accepted his mistakes that he's made in the past, admitted that he was wrong and maybe moved on, we wouldn't keep bringing him up.
Or you could do the smart thing and move on regardless. I mean, people do get sick and tired of hearing about Guptail now and then.
I mean, hell, look at Spax 3. He did that, and now he actually makes decent videos with Big Al. But sadly, I have a feeling that if Guptail hasn't listened now, I don't think he ever will.
Guptail89 is a very, very creepy motherfucker. That is all.
Trust me, I've seen worse.
Number 11. Joshua8428.
Hi, I'm Joshua, and I'm going to show you what true commentating really is.
If you're looking to get involved with the commentary community, I can recommend quite a few people. Junior Fan, Vesper the Snake, Steven the Master, and MSkull01. He's a good guy.
Alright, now let me just say this. Junior Fan is slow. What I mean by that is that he drags his points longer than a tractor pull race. Now Vesper, he may be decent at times, but usually in his commentaries it just seems like his vocabulary is just limited to 4 words. You are a faggot. And as for Steven, let's face it, he's like the Ken Block of the commentary community. He's all style but no substance. And finally, MSkull, really? Could you be any more obvious? Why, tell me, good sir, how much of the creamy white stuff did you guzzle down before making this video? You kinda look bloated.
Joshua8428, on the other hand, is not.
Hold on a second, is that Sonic Recolor? We're off to a great start already.
Because all Sonic recolors make you bad. I mean, they do dwell from Saint Xanus, don't they?
Understand what constructive criticism is. I was getting constructive criticism. You just thought I was misinterpreting things.
Stellar editing, good sir. I love it when 2 voices overlap each other.
A complete waste of space. All of the above. This guy has been infamous around the commentary community for his piss-poor attempts at commentating and trolling, as well as his little beef with Chiana.
Oh, why do I fucking bother?
Oh, and listen to his voice.
Hello, little girl.
How dare you enter the Grinch's lair!
I think that's enough of that.
Oh yeah, Joshua8428 was a pretty annoying kid back in his heyday.
That would imply that he's not an annoying kid now.
Timing, and worst of all, that stutter. Ugh. It's not even as if he makes webcam videos where editing would be noticeable, but no, he chooses to hide behind a silver Sonic recolor that someone else drew for him. So there is no excuse for editing out those pauses, Josh. And most of the time, his commentaries don't make any sense.
Nope, we're not sitting through this shit, nope.
Why am I even talking to you? At this point, you'll never listen. You continue to make crappy videos, improving nothing, and so consider this my final message to you. Joshua, you are a waste of space on YouTube. Leave the internet, and both of us will be better off. And this time, I'm not even going to say you can maybe come back in a few years, because if you haven't gotten the message by now, like with Guptail, you never will.
You know, if you know he's not going to listen to you and he's not going to take your advice or criticism, then why bother giving it?
Joshua8428, also known as Shadvik, an annoying kid with an annoying recolor. Seriously, silver?
Oh, that wasn't completely hypocritical at all.
Mediocre films. Understatement of the freaking century. Greg Benson is an actor/comedian who's known for appearing in quite a few commercials for companies like Verizon, Sherwin-Williams, and Kia automobiles. Seems like a very down-to-earth guy, right? That is, until you see some of his YouTube videos and realize something. They're not funny. In fact, some of them are outright offensive.
Sí. 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 You know, you can't ask for a better call.
If you really wanted to show me just how offensive some of his stuff could be, that video you just played, it's a terrible example. Sure, the joke did get repetitive after a while, but nothing too bigoted, mean-spirited, or hell racist.
If only your joke had, I don't know, a punchline!
If only you knew there were more to jokes than just, I don't know, the punchline?
Here is an example of his labors. The retarded policeman.
Police!
It's the same joke over and over again. A cop with the IQ of a beat pulls someone over and annoys them.
But AVGN does reviews on movies that 19 to 20-year-olds wouldn't probably give a shit about playing, and tells a bunch of piss and shit jokes in the process. That's pretty much his entire shtick, but you fuckers love that.
Do you recall the last few seasons of all that?
Why no, good sir, there was better sketch comedy programming back then.
Style the 12, and gave us the Tilt-A-Hurl and Randy Quinch and Bucket Man and that kind of stuff. This series is just like the last seasons of all that.
Sorry. I'm sad.
Why?
Because I just found out I have Asperger's syndrome.
Oh, I feel ya.
Hobbs, I just want to say that I'm sorry that you have Asperger's syndrome.
What do you mean?
Look, I know it must be so hard living with it, but I do know what you're going through. Because I have a friend who has Down syndrome and...
What?
Wait, what's wrong?
Do you think that all people with Asperger's act like that?
Well, no. I just thought that you might...
Dude, that's fucked up.
But I just want to help.
Nah, man, that's really pathetic.
But
Screw you. I'm leaving.
I'm so sorry. Dear God, that last comment you made you sound like you think that having Asperger's is something to be truly ashamed of.
Oh no, here comes another one.
Wait, what are you doing? What? Huh?
Oh, jeez. Did he just pull that out his ass?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, it hurts, but they're sure delicious.
No. I'm not letting you play that clip. No. You know why? It's because I haven't heard a single joke from you that could be either witty, clever, or, for the most part, funny. At least with the child driver sketch on retarded policemen, I kinda had a chuckle or two, but you guys aren't funny at all.
Mediocre films. It's more than mediocre. It's shit.
I'm a middle-aged guy who likes to have fun. I'm Greg Benson.
You know, before we get started on this last part, I just want to point something out to these guys.
More often than not, I get the feeling that you're not even faking this for the sake of comedy. What vendetta do you have against people who make videos on the internet? It seems a tad hypocritical that essentially you're doing the same thing they are by reviewing them. This seems especially true of the people on That Guy with the Glasses and the AVGN, who you keep trying to dig up dirt on despite most of what you're saying being based on pure conjecture.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but weren't you doing the same thing with The Amazing Atheist, where you brought up that comment about him making fun of a rape victim?
I ain't buying it, and with good reason. First off, IMDb is basically the Wikipedia of movies. If something is even rumored, it gets a page. Secondly, did you even look past the budget portion? The page lists Will Ferrell as the executive producer. Yes, Will Ferrell. How'd James get him with $300,000? I'm not trying to be a fanboy, I'm not trying to white knight James, I'm just using the old noodle.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice,
I'm using the term JRPG, or Japanese role-playing game, despite a small but concentrated movement out there that proposes this is not a real term. And I feel I need to challenge this assertion before it gains too much steam.
Or the alternate explanation that it makes sense, and that terrifies me, because I've been saying something stupid for many years, and I don't want to change my videos and update it, or admit I was wrong.
Hello? There's a Wikipedia page for it, RP Genius.
So, it's okay for you to get on Ace's ass for using IMDb as a reliable source because here's what the Wikipedia movies. But what do you use to back yourself up with? A fucking Wikipedia page. Gee, doesn't that sound hypocritical?
Number 6. Copper Cab.
What the fuck was that? South Park for making another video about red-haired people. God! God! You have to go and mock us again!
Behold, Copper Cab, the genius, the legacy, the guy who can profit, the guy who knows how the hating machine works.
And this ties into Copper Cab being a failure. How exactly? Because when I think of the word failure, I think of people who fail at what they do.
Me, Copper Cab, a ginger who knows how the hating system works. And what you mean by hating system means how all the trolls, all the haters, all the people. The guy is a genius. The way he talks about things that get people to clench their fists and ooh, this guy, oh! The guy is a genius.
And as we all know, geniuses and failures are one and the same.
The guy throws a staged fit at South Park for making fun of ginger kids, and before you know it, he's got all the fame in the world.
How do we know that fit he had with South Park was staged? After all, he could be legitimately angry at South Park for making fun of gingers or portraying gingers that way. And then when he saw the view counter go up and up and up and up, he had an idea.
Well, the thing about Copper Cab is, every single video of his is the same. Literally, I'm serious. All of his videos are interchangeable. They sort of go along the lines of this.
I am sick and tired of haters! Leave me alone! I don't care! Stop leaving me comments like that!
And that's how you do it.
So far, to the best of my knowledge, many have considered him a troll. If so, then why is he on a promo for South Park?
It really irritates me. People would say that red-haired people don't have souls.
Sir, you're about 7 shades of stupid, aren't you?
Don't find him as bad. I don't find him guilty. He's not a bad person to me because what he is doing is right. The guy is profiting off of haters and trolls and all this stuff, showing everyone it's so easy to get hated on YouTube and to make money and all that. I mean, seriously, people, are you actually going to stay here still hating on somebody who actually is putting effort into pissing you off? This guy went to Hollywood. This guy went here and there. He wouldn't have went anywhere if it only for us. We hated him, and he's the top of the food chain to this day because of it. Deal with it. That's all.
Remember when this list was about the failures of YouTube? Me neither.
Now, I watch YouTube videos to be entertained, and I don't find anything remotely entertaining or interesting about Copper Cab's videos. They're stupid, they're annoying, and he's an unlikable attention whore. Take a good look at those thumbs down, dude, because that's all you're gonna get if you don't change your gimmick.
Oh, how cute. He thinks he's listening.
He being an angry, self-indulgent dick. And if that's the road he's going to take, then fine. But don't expect any warm greetings when he reaches the next town.
Sadly, that's the only good part of the video. Now with that being said, I'm gonna end it here. What do I have to say about these people? This guy tries too hard. This guy's boring. This guy's, okay. This guy's a fucking hypocrite. And this guy, he's just there.
G'day everyone, this is Foxtrot Delta Lima 497 here,
and this has been ZMAnonymous. Good night, everybody. Alright, I'll stay.
Here, and this is Foxtrot Delta Lima 497's Commentaries. This is episode 17. In today's episode, I am going to be doing a commentary on a commentary.
Commentaries on commentaries? They still exist?
Commentary on Shadowstar 1224's rant on the Sonic fanbase. Now, not only am I doing a commentary on Sonic and Tails for Life, but I am also going to be commentating on Shadowstar, because his rant is flawed also. I know that Shadsilverson11 has looked at this, so without further ado, let the commentary begin.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm pretty sure you know him. His name is worth over $1 billion. I'm pretty sure you know his fan base as well. I hear, oh, Sonic is dead, and Sega sucks.
Even though it is actually Sonic Team that makes the games, and Sega only publishes them.
Does it really matter? I mean, Sonic and Sonic Team are both owned by Sega.
Sonic 06 is the worst game of the decade.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say Screw Attack is wrong on that fact, am I?
You may think Screw Attack is right, but I don't. Do you think that Sonic Next Gen is worse than Big Rig's over-the-road racing? And, hey, at least it's playable, unlike Big Rigs.
Here's the problem that I have with this comparison. Big Rigs is a game that has received so much negative reception, but it was made cheaply. And when I say cheap, I mean cheaper than a new Honda cheap. Whereas Sonic 06 was made by competent developers that have made good Sonic games before. See what I mean?
From 2000 to 2010. And most of the people's arguments were that it was because it was not as good as 2D Sonic.
No, most people's arguments were that the game sucks because it was glitchy, had terrible controls, and terrible level design.
So you're hating a game because of some outside factor? That's like hating Super Smash Bros. Brawl and thinking it to be the worst game of the decade because a certain website ruined it for you. Yes, people say that.
Well, let's just get one thing straight. Brawl's a good game, but Sonic 06 is not.
Whether you like Sonic Next Gen or Super Smash Bros. Brawl better is just a matter of opinion.
You know what? I think I'm going to start some tallies. Let's see, we have one for opinions based on comparisons. And we have one for playing the opinion card. Oh, and I think I'm just going to skip a little bit of this because there's not really that much to argue with in this part.
Anyway, one of the reasons I prefer 3D Sonic is this. You're running really fast, going through shuttle loops, and wham, you hit spikes on the wall and die. That happens a lot.
Yeah, if you suck at the games, maybe, but if you're good at the games, that doesn't happen to you.
I don't think it's because he sucked at the game. It's probably because the first time he played it, he ran into the spikes.
Well, there is this whole thing called practice, you know. You don't judge everything on the first try.
I believe I will take the running into spikes for 2,500, Chauncey.
Okay, so anyway, I tried reasoning with them, because an opinion means nothing if you cannot argue it, or say why it is your opinion, and they denied me. They mostly talked about Sonic 06. Sonic's first level of that game.
Then you're in no position to judge.
Oh, come on, at least he played it.
Oh please, that fucking logic only works on demos and you know it. Playing only one level in a video game is not really enough to form a strong opinion about it. Well, that's just me.
But it was fun. Especially the part where Sonic went fast.
Well, guess what? People with a brain don't like glitches, bad controls, bad level designs, Sonic moving incredibly slow.
Wait, what did he say?
Sonic moving incredibly slow.
Did you even make it to the Mark Speed stage? Sonic goes pretty fast in that part of the level. And also, what was that you said about people with a brain don't like glitches, bad controls, or bad level design? So, are you saying that people who like Sonic Next Gen don't have a brain?
You said it, not him.
Christopher Walken, if you please.
This guy is unfucking believable.
And let's not mention the part where you play as Tails in that level.
Also added to not tell me dying 2 times on the Mach Speed part was 2 times too many. I died 2 times. Because everyone dies in video games. Guess what they said? but it is 2 times too many.
I wouldn't say it's the fact of them dying, I would say it's the fact of the way they were dying, you know, by hitting invisible walls that should not be in the game in the first place.
I then sarcastically said I beat Mega Man or some other game famous for difficulty on my first try. And guess who was made fun of? Me. Idiots in large numbers is scary, isn't it?
Well, not as scary as someone as stupid as yourself.
Ah, yes, let the unnecessary insults begin.
And this is coming from the guy who made a bunch of fat jokes in his pissed off angry gamer commentary. And those weren't unnecessary. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark it down as one for hypocrisy. Oh, and I'm skipping the part where they're talking about Shadow the Hedgehog's controls.
One more thing about Screw Attack. I know, I talk about it too much, but anyway. I asked why they thought Metroid was a better game than Shadow the Hedgehog. And they said, because it is.
I don't know, it could be because Metroid has good controls and good level design.
Okay, I haven't played Metroid, so could you please tell me in the comments below if Metroid has a better level design than Sonic Next Gen?
I'm gonna go ahead and whore myself out to all those subscribers out there so that I may have an opinion that's not really my own. In all seriousness though, it's your job as a commentator to do research on a topic you have no idea about. Not the viewers.
Before I go on, what is the definition of a fan? In my words, it means someone who likes something. These fans hate Sonic in 3D. Hate Sonic, Sonic fan. I saw someone on YouTube who was like this named Darkness the Curse, whose logic made no sense. He hates Sonic Riders and Shadow the Hedgehog because of loose controls. It says Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, a game that controls took longer for me to get used to than the first Sonic Riders. Says, oh, it just takes time to get used to. It's the same thing, darn it.
You know, you do have a point. Those are all 3 bad games.
Again, with this bashing of modern Sonic games.
Leave modern Sonic alone.
It is just his opinion. Well, yeah, that may be so, but here's the thing. It's the way he says it. He states it as if it's a fact.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Foxtrot, but, don't you do the same thing?
You may think Screw Attack is right, but I don't. Do you think that Sonic Next Gen is worse than Big Rig's over-the-road racing? And, hey, at least it's playable, unlike Big Rig's.
Even though there are a lot of people that would agree with you that Sonic 06 may not be as bad as Big Rig's, you're still stating your opinion as a fact also. You're calling him out for stating his opinion as if it were a fact. Here you go, you can have this.
You have the prequel, Sonic Riders, the sequel, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Both suck, and don't get me started on Shadow the Hedgehog.
And the people that like some 3D games, don't get me started. They are all pretty much the same. The mainstream ones anyway. Running, flying, gliding, shooting, that's all. So to like Sonic Adventure 1 and hate Sonic Adventure 2 is trivial.
Yeah, it's just too bad there are very few people out there that are that stupid.
Now some of the other games, like Sonic 06, I can see people hating for glitches, and Sonic Unleashed for the Werehog. But if you like one of the following games but not the others, something is wrong with you because they are way too close. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadowstar, this is one of the major problems I had with this rant. You could have maybe elaborated as to why those games are similar to each other.
I hate to break it to you, you fucking idiot, but Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog are completely different from each other. The only thing that's similar with them is the graphics and the voice acting.
Sonic Heroes was the last game to use the original Sonic voice actors, and Shadow the Hedgehog was the first game to use the 4Kids voice actors.
People say Sonic is dead, but he was in much deeper trouble than this before. Sega Master System, anyone? Sonic 2 on the Master System is one of my least favorite games of all time. Why? You could walk through some walls, rings were harder to get, the boss at each stage gave you no rings. One hit and you die.
So you hate games with a challenge to them?
No, he didn't hate it for being challenging. He hated it for glitches within gameplay.
And how you couldn't fit into one area when you were underwater, and you drowned it.
What? English, motherfucker, do you speak?
That part sounded fine to me. What was the point of using that clip?
Why don't we just go ahead and play that word in a loop and you tell me if it's still okay?
Drowned it, 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 drowned it. Second, Super Monkey Ball is in much more trouble. If you played Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2, good for you. They were awesome, weren't they?
What does Super Monkey Ball have to do with this entire topic?
Mate, it's called a comparison, where he compares a troubled franchise to another. In this case, he used Super Monkey Ball as an example.
Also, Sonic Unleashed sold 5 million copies. If you need help figuring out how much that is, count to it. Pause this video and count to 5 million. I'll wait. If you counted at the rate of a number per second, it would take, without resting, almost 2 months. If the series is dead, why is it selling so well?
That still doesn't change the fact that only half of Sonic Unleashed is considerably good, and sales don't determine the quality of a game, they just determine that Sonic's still really popular.
Unfortunately, he does have a point there, Shadowstar. Just because Sonic Unleashed sold well doesn't mean that it is a great game. Once again, it would be like saying Avatar is the best movie ever just because it is the highest grossing film of all time.
Are we done yet?
I really hope so.
No.
Oh, god damn it, I can't take much more of this.
Oh, yeah, you do that thing.
I'm acting. I like to wear women's clothing. I like to wear...
There are people who complain about everything about Sonic. From his eye color to his voice. Many people have talked about this before, so I'll make it short. Big deal. If Sonic sounded like Martin Burke again, I'd see your anger. But Jason Griffith is okay.
No, the fuck he's not. All the 4 kids' voice actors suck dick.
Here is yet another reason why the Sonic fanbase is in tatters right now. Some of these people have a habit of bringing up old shit from the past. In this case, the 4 kids' voice actors. And here we are trying to forget about them.
Observe.
Here is yet another reason why Foxtrot Delta Lima 497 is in tatters right now. Foxtrot Delta Lima 497 have a habit of bringing up old shit from the past. In this case, Sonic and Tails for Life's commentary on Shadowstar 1224's rant on the Sonic fanbase. And here we are trying to forget about them.
Yep, this is a statement about Foxtrot Delta Lima's commentaries, using only his words, not mine.
Finally, Sonic changing. People hate it, right? Imagine if every video game changed. Let's imagine Shigeru Miyamoto said, "Oh hey guys, let's put Mario in outer space." Sounds horrible, right? That idea became Super Mario Galaxy, one of the highest rated games of all time according to critics.
You know what? You're right. Change is good. For example, Sega and Sonic Team. Hey guys, let's give Sonic a sword! That idea became Sonic the Black Knight, one of the worst games in Sonic's history.
Shut the fuck up!
So is that media clip supposed to be your entire argument on that? Alright, if you say so.
Modern times. I'm sure you know what came out of that. 20 million online gamers in Modern Warfare 2.
Hey guys, let's put Sonic in a world where he interacts with humans. You know what came out of that? One of the worst animes ever created, Sonic X.
Yes, because only my opinion matters.
At least he has an opinion. You're relying on comparisons.
Seriously, Sonic and Tails for Life, you may not like Sonic X, but a lot of people I know liked it.
Wait, does that count as him playing the opinion card? I guess so.
And hey, it's much better than Sonic Underground.
Oh boy, another comparison. And this one's going to be easier to dismantle because there are people out there that actually like Sonic Underground.
If you disagreed with anything in this video, leave a comment, but argue your opinion. Did I say once in this video the game sucked or it was good without saying why?
Let me show you how to have a good argument, you stupid fuck. For example, hey guys, I like Sonic SatAM. Why do I like Sonic SatAM? Because it has a good story. The story is based on the freedom fighters, Sonic, Princess Sally, Tails, Bunny, and a whole bunch of other characters trying to retake over their planet from Dr. Robotnik, who has already succeeded in roboticizing most of the inhabitants of the world. The character development is good. It shows how Sonic goes from being an immature, playful person who doesn't take anything serious to a person that can actually buckle down and handle matters in a serious way. You see, that's how you hold an argument.
Besides saying when 4 of the games were alike? Not really.
And you were flawed in that too. I already explained how Sonic Heroes are not alike, and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are completely different.
Wait a minute. You said earlier that Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Heroes were similar because of the graphics and voice actors. And now you're saying that earlier you pointed out how the 2 games aren't alike. Oh, that's just great. Now you are being contradictive as well.
Yeah, because everyone knows you can't have a different game with similar qualities. That's just fucking crazy talk. In all seriousness, though, even though Sonic and Tails for Life didn't really explain on how the games are different, the words similar and same aren't really synonymous with each other.
Different games.
One last thing. The same people who have been ranting, begging Sega to make a good 2D Sonic game, have boycotted Sonic 4. Why? Just because he looks different? Longer legs? I mean, I know it takes place before Sonic Adventure 1.
God damn it, that guy was freaking stupid.
Look who's talking.
Maturity. Not all of us are blessed with it.
Okay, video over.
Okay, that's the end of the video. In conclusion, Shadowstar did a good job at ranting. He expressed his opinions well, he did research, and he proved a lot of good points. However, if there was one problem I did have with Shadowstar, he could have maybe elaborated on the whole thing with Sonic games being similar to one another. But other than that, great job, Shadowstar. Now, as for Sonic and Tails for Life...
Sonic Boom!
Where do I begin? He didn't respect Shadowstar's opinions. He stated his opinions as if they were facts. He rarely gave constructive criticism, and really, I think the only reason for him making his commentary was simply for the sole purpose of bashing the guy. Another thing that also annoyed me about Sonic and Tails for Life is how much he gave himself a superiority complex by saying that he is a better Sonic fan because he likes 2D Sonic, and he also called Shadowstar stupid just for liking 3D Sonic. That concludes my 17th commentary, so until next time, this is Foxtrot Delta Lima 497, signing off.